Welcome back, my friends, to another edition of InfoWars Nightly News. Doing the radio show every day, the nightly news weeknights at 7 o'clock Central. Man, it's incredible. It's just one day blends into the next, especially as our world accelerates into the New World Order system. Coming up, film producer Bill Bean's going to be joining us. He videotaped McVeigh about a year after he was supposedly out of the U.S. Army. We'll document why that's so important. And then the one, the only, Stewart Rhodes, the founder of the Oathkeepers. He'll break down the National Defense Authorization Act and the admission that America is now a lawless police state. That is all coming up this evening. But first, let's get into our top story, Iran. Remember, this is teleprompter-free news here, ladies and gentlemen. Assassination of Iranian nuclear scientists is a familiar story. It's the Israelis' favorite way of having a motorcycle assassin drive up beside you in traffic and place a magnet bomb that's then remote-controlled, detonated after the motorcycle speeds away. And they've killed, five of their scientists, or bombed 5 scientists. 4 have died in just the last few years. Missile bases are being blown up as well. All across Iran, generals are being assassinated. It is war. The war against Iran's nuclear program, whether you can debate whether it's weaponized or they're looking for electricity, it is certainly on. Can you imagine if the Iranians were doing stuff like this in England or Israel or the U.S., I mean, it'd be World War III. But it's like, well, they're Iranians. You know, it's good to assassinate their people and blow up their bases and blow up police stations. I mean, that's what the good guys do, you know, because when the good guys blow up your police station, it's not terrorism, it's loving. When Obama attacks Libya to put al-Qaeda in charge, they're called love bombs. It's kinetic action. Meanwhile, Panetta has come out in the news and said that Iran is not developing nukes. Well, whether they've developed them or not, I mean, Pakistan's got 100, Israel's got 300, 400, 500, nobody knows. We know it's more than 300. I mean, this is all a giant joke. And Iran is now having embargoes being set up by the UN and NATO and the EU to shut off their refined gasoline being brought in. They sell raw oil and import gas, about 51% back in. This will shut Iran down. That's an act of war. So Iran can't have gasoline, but you can't have reactors either for power. And we have the clip of Panetta talking about it. Here it is.
Are they trying to develop a nuclear weapon? No, but we know that they're trying to develop a nuclear capability, and that's what concerns us. And our red line to Iran is do not develop a nuclear weapon. That's a red line for us.
Could we, if we...
That's the red line. Let's continue here. Mafia is now Italy's biggest bank, and they're squeezing the life out of small business, quite literally. Daily Mail reports the mafia's always run Italy. But we've been taught that only Italians have organized crime. I mean, the head of the FBI in the 50s said there was no such thing as organized crime. Now, organized crime is real. It's running our society here today. And so we've got that report there. Organized crime is the biggest earner in Italy with a turnover of more than 100 billion euros a year, according to a report by business chiefs. So ruled by organized crime gangs. We've got them here: Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, Citibank, Wells Fargo. They're the big 6 Federal Reserve owners. We tout the Bank of England into that. That's 6. But here's another report. Bilderberg elitist Charlie Rose invokes Ron Paul electability myth. There is this mantra that he can't win even as he's in second place all across the country, and they try to sell us Mitt Romney, who loves open borders, gun control, abortion, carbon taxes, and wrote Obamacare. It is truly staggering. Here is Charlie Rose feeding you his line of claptrap, telling you that you got to think the way he says you should think. He's your God, and you're going to do what he says.
Some out of the Romney camp say that you're not electable, and they're happy you're in second place.
Well, I've been electable. I've won 12 elections already, and we're doing quite well now. It's amazing that I do so much better than those other candidates that are all electable. They're all in 4th, 5th, and 6th place, but they're all electable. But I come in 2nd or 3rd, and all of a sudden people say, oh, he's not electable. I don't know how that adds up.
Well, there you have it. Let's go ahead and continue looking at election 2012 here. Good news for Ron Paul. Florida may allow proportional delegates. He's already gotten second place in New Hampshire. They cheated him. He got a close third with second in Iowa. But Florida is a winner-take-all state. In other words, whoever wins the primary gets all the delegates. The proposed change means delegates would be divided up amongst top finishers, which is part of our electoral college system. It's kind of a parliamentary system built into the general election. Continuing, Ron Paul says to all the other parties who are getting 2 points, 5 points, 6 points, drop out the other 5 candidates. Let me go head up against Mitt Romney, who's about as conservative or libertarian as Mao Zedong. And he's urging all of his opponents to drop out, and we are as well, and you should urge them to do what Michelle Bachmann and others have done. Now, let's go ahead and go to our next story here. That's Rick Santorum has basically come out and said eradicate Muslims, all, I guess, billion, 200 million, that's inherently evil folks, and we've got to basically have a war with these people. Just amazing. You know, why is our own government actually funding the radical Muslims in every case and then using them as a pretext to take our liberties while leaving the borders wide open? I mean, none of this makes any sense. The truth is, Muslims are just like everybody else. They want to live in a free society. They're anti-communist on average, and they just want a good life for their children. And by the way, we heard a video last night that showed a bunch of children getting medical treatment from Iraq by citizens in the U.S. through different charities, bringing them here to give them new faces, you know, give them surgery for shrapnel on their spine. And I saw neocons attacking them, saying, oh, they're Arabs, they deserve to die, on my YouTube channel. Those are really sick people. But see, they've got to call them savages and not human, or they'll have to feel what they've done. And that's why they're doing that. And it's incredibly disgusting. And I'm not going to sit here and have this done in my name. So myself and 70+% of other Americans are against all these wars, and we're tired of it. And Ron Paul's tired of it. So we're done. And people like Santorum, you're what's helping destroy Western civilization. You are a disgusting globalist joke. We played last night criticizing the Tea Party 3 years ago, but now saying he endorses it. Oh, but you're good friends with Sandusky and support him. And you help. Well, we did some stories on that. You're a very nice person, aren't you? You're somebody the establishment can trust. Let's go ahead and get into this next report here. Moving right along from... to another little Ken doll. Mitt Romney on the National Defense Authorization Act, one of the biggest stories in the last month, abolishes the Bill of Rights, due process, secret arrest, into habeas corpus, and he's asked about it, and he doesn't know anything about it. Here's that clip.
There was an amendment to a defense authorization bill last week that would allow for the detention of Americans arrested in the United States and to allow the military to hold them indefinitely without charging them or trying them. Which I think is pretty dangerous, and I wonder what you think of that.
Let me look at the particular authorization, and I'll make sure on our website we describe reaction to that particular amendment. I can tell you this, which is that there is an effort on the part of radical violent jihadists to destroy America. They are at war. They declared war against us, and we are, whether we like it or not, we are in wartime with that entity. Radical violent jihadists, Al-Qaeda and their affiliates around the world are attacking us and will attack us and will use weapons of mass destruction if someday they get them. And with regards to the authorization, let me take a look at what the legislation itself says. Yeah, thank you.
You mean Al-Qaeda set up by the CIA, the folks they used to attack the Serbs and the Libyans and the Egyptians and now the Syrians and Anwar al-Awlaki, who hangs out secretly at the Pentagon? You mean those radical jihadis that you, I want to attack this country. Oh, here's the Al-Qaeda. I want to invade your country. Oh, Al-Qaeda, look, it's right there. Oh, I want to invade your country. Oh, Al-Qaeda, it's right there. This pen is Al-Qaeda. I want to attack your country. Al-Qaeda's right there. Oh, I want to take over America. Al-Qaeda is attacking America. I've got to take all your rights away. Well, why did you just stick Al-Qaeda right there? Oh, never mind that. Why'd you put the underwear bomber on the plane on Christmas Day 2 years ago and then try to pass the naked body scanners, which, well, let's just not discuss that. It's not patriotic. But, I mean, you made the pin. I mean, you did it. It works for you. It's like a little special chess piece. They go, oh, we have the magic piece. We win the game. We move this to here. We're going to blow up this whole country and kill 1 million people because Al-Qaeda, because they have WMDs and Saddam's for Al-Qaeda. Well, Saddam says Al-Qaeda works for you and he hates them. Well, never mind that. He's got nukes. We're going to kill him. One last little report here is out of KVUE, ABC here in Austin. And they've done this for decades, but the point is they've got other weevil eradication, moth stuff. They spray chemicals in the sky. This one is little cubes that the skunks and raccoons and Easter bunnies eat. But there's been some connections to this actually causing rabies blooms. I've seen the reports of that, but the Texas Department of State Health Services will drop vaccines from the air Wednesday. It's part of the annual effort to protect the people and livestock from rabies. They'll drop 1.8 million dosages of rabies vaccine over the next month. The vaccines are enclosed in small packets dipped in fish oil and coated with fresh meal crumbles. That sounds pretty tasty, actually. Yeah, what if your dog goes and eats it? Whatever. They're doing it all for our own good. The point is they're putting it in the food, the water. They're jacking with us. They're playing God. And this may even be a good program or a bad program. The point is there's all sorts of stuff being dropped like manna from heaven down on us. Okay, great job with the crew tonight. That's it for the news. We're going to come back, and we got 2 interviews for you this evening on InfoWars Nightly News. And remember, we got a lot of enemies and a lot of haters out there. A lot of dirty tricks going on against us. So remember, we always need our war chest swollen with new funds to fight the globalists. So fill our treasure chest, and you know we'll be at the tip of the spear with you. 15-day free trial right now at PrisonPlanet.tv if you're watching this out there in the hinterland. And, of course, we distribute it out for free for the general public the day after. But those of you that are members of PrisonPlanet.tv and put up with us, we love you. So thanks for being subscribers. And don't forget all the books and DVDs and T-shirts we have available at InfoWars.com. We'll be right back with this Wednesday, 11th of January, 2012 edition. Stay with us. If you believe in this information and want to support its viral spread, go to the InfoWars store at InfoWars.com. We've got the new G.I. Joe InfoWars T-shirts. We've got the incredible Pro Pure gravity-fed filters available at InfoWars.com in the store. We've got a new DVD, Scientists Under Attack, the Don't Tread on Me flag. We've got all sorts of different bumper stickers to help spread the rebellion virally. It's all there, wristbands, citizen rule books in every order. Order online at InfoWars.com today. The water filters, the canteens, it's all there. InfoWars.com. It's InfoWars Nightly News. We are back. We're going to go to this short video clip with director and filmmaker Bill Bean dealing with Timothy McVeigh a few years before the Oklahoma City bombing at a demolition military base a year after he was supposedly out of the military. Here's that clip, then we're going to Mr. Bean.
Hi, my name is Bill Bean. I work in the film industry. On August 3rd, 1990,